A prominent anti-vax expert by the name of Sherri Tenpenny has come out recently, actually this past Thursday, with a brand new conspiracy theory about what these COVID-19 vaccines allegedly do to you. And before I even talk about her conspiracy, let me say that all of this is totally false. Everything I'm going to say that she said is not the way things work, okay? These are the rantings and ravings of a person that I personally believe is a little bit on the loony side, but you can make up your own mind here. Here is what she said recently. Again, this was last Thursday. The stated goal is to depopulate the planet, and the ones that are left either make them chronically sick or turn them into transhumanist cyborgs that can be manipulated externally by 5G, by magnets, by all sorts of things. She said that on the Stu Peters show. She continues, I got dragged through the mud by the mainstream media when I said in May of last year in front of the House committee in Columbus, Ohio, well, guess what? It's all true. The whole issue of quantum entanglement and what the shots do in terms of the frequencies and the electronic frequencies that come inside of your body and hook you up to the Internet of Things, the quantum entanglement that happens immediately after you're injected. You get hooked up to what they're trying to develop. It's called the hive mind. You know what? I can't even continue reading this because this is nuts. Okay, 10 years ago, if an individual were to come out and say these kinds of things in an interview, on television, maybe even online, their friends and family would look at them and say, hey, can we like sit you down and just like have a talk with you? Maybe let's ride up to the hospital and you can tell them what you're telling me and we'll help you out with all of this. You know, there was a time when people that displayed this kind of manner of thinking, we would get them help. We wouldn't elevate them to the status of going on shows like, well, Stu Peters, which sounds a lot like Stupiders. The Reawaken America events, she's been on the stage with people like Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, Eric Trump, Mike Lindell, Michael Flynn, Roger Stone, Alex Jones. She's been on Charlie Kirk's podcast, and as she mentioned herself, she testified in front of Ohio's Congress. We're elevating these wackos now instead of getting them help. And I probably shouldn't even be calling her a wacko. I shouldn't be saying that I think this is lunacy, okay? Because I know that's insensitive, and I apologize for that. But my God, can somebody please get this woman some help? These aren't scientific findings. These are symptoms she's exhibiting of something not being well, I believe. So, all anti-vaxxers out there, I want you to know that this is what you sound like. This is what you sound like. And maybe that'll be enough to click in your brain like, oh, wow. Maybe there is something wrong. Maybe I need to stop buying into this BS. Because trust me, as somebody who's had 3 shots, my wife has had 3 shots. My kids have all had their 2 shots because they're not eligible for boosters yet. None of us have turned into cyborgs. We're not getting any kind of better cell phone reception, I can tell you that for sure. I'm damn sure not hooked up to the internet, which actually sounds like it'd be kind of cool. Not being controlled by any hive minds, and damn it, I am still not yet magnetic. Neither is anybody who has gotten any of the shots because everything this woman said was pure insanity. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our Ring of Fire channel here.